These are the copper beaver tail pebble heads that we manufacture. Previously we had the whole pattern come from here back to here, but always learning from the ice makers, they told us that sometimes some of these sprinkles would get back on their clothing, which was uncomfortable, of course. So now we've changed our pattern to the holes come here, and of course we've got rid of that problem. You'll notice that they're convex, the surface where the holes are in. If you have a completely flat surface, the holes, the water comes straight out and sometimes gathers in the air and becomes big blobs on your ice. Whereas by having the convex here, it spreads your water out in different areas, and that's the name of the game. Our shoulder type gravity feed plastic pebble can has a wide shoulder adjustable and wide shoulder strap for comfort. This is the backpack gravity feed pebble can. It has 3-gallon capacity. We found that the better brands of backpack sprayers are worthwhile purchasing because they've got a padded straps here, shoulder straps. Also, as is the case with our shoulder type pebbler can, this rubber hose here is great for the fact that it's flexible and yet it does not kink, because some ice makers use very hot water and hoses tend to kink with hot water, but this does not kink with hot water. Here it's shown with the 10-inch extension and the beaver tail pebble head, which is not included with the backpack pebble can. This backpack is also available with a pump-up pressure type tank, which this goes on there, and it has a special nozzle, a brass nozzle here, and you just pull this ring off. Make sure your rubber gasket goes in first. Then the disc goes in, and these discs are available in extra fine, fine, medium, and coarse. When you're putting them into your retainer here, you put the letters outward, like XF or fine or medium. That has to be pointing outward because these are drilled in an angle so that the water flares out. Now, as you'll see here, the disc has to go in with the rubber between it and the retainer here. Screw that on. And some ice makers like the pressurized better, is because rather than having to swing your hands so hard, especially with ice makers that are volunteer and not doing a whole lot of pebbling, with the pressurized pebble head, all you have to do is just wave your wrist like this and you'll get a nice even spread of the water. But I do say that most ice makers do prefer the gravity feed. We also manufacture the 10-inch extension for your pebble head, or if you don't want it that long, we have the 7-inch extension, which just screws into the end of your hose, and then you put your pebble head on the end of that. We have the insulated grip on here also because some ice makers prefer to have a real hot water pebble, and that protects you against getting your hands burnt, of course.